Hi everyone out there. In this video, I'm going to talk about past lives. I'm going to show you how to learn the type of person that you were in your past life, and also the type of life situation you were in your previous lifetime. And we're going to take that information and we're going to use it to understand what type of life we're supposed to be living now and the type of lessons that the universe is guiding us to learn. I'm also going to show you and kind of really break down some basic astrology concepts, some things that really tripped me up when I was learning about these things for myself. And even for me, they seem pretty simple, but later I realized that I didn't understand them as well as I thought that I did. So I'm going to illustrate them to you, and maybe they'll help some of you out there. And I'll wrap the video up by sharing my own experience in me finding my own past life information. And I'll kind of show you step by step like how to do it. Become the person that we are today. We became the person that we are today just through our own experiences and also our own free will. Just doing things that we want to do and just living. And what about the things, the innate things that we have no control over? The part of us that we are, but we don't know how we inherited those things. A lot of us like to attribute these types of things to just genetics, DNA, lineage, and things like this. And a lot of, some of us like to just ignore the whole spiritual side of that. So, like, if you don't really ascribe to past lives and reincarnation and things like that, this video will still guide you in some pretty deep self-reflection, and it'll help you understand yourself a whole lot better. So, whether you believe this or not, follow or not, there's still a lot to gain in this video. We know, feel, and understand the presence of our past life in our existence today. Well, our past life manifests or shows up as things that we're naturally good at, things that we can do well, things that come pretty natural to us. And we got that from our karma, the karma of our past life. So whatever we were good at, or whatever we didn't really pay attention to or focus on in our last life, then this life is divinely guided so that we get those lessons in this lifetime. A lot of this lifetime is about karma. And karma is basically paying back what you owe. And how do you understand the type of karma that is coming to you in this lifetime? Well, we can understand the type of karma that we bring into this lifetime by knowing the relationship of the sun and the moon at your time of birth. And what do I mean by the relationship of the sun and the moon at your time of birth? The earth orbits around the sun, and the moon orbits around the earth. The moon's orbit overlaps the earth's orbit around the sun. Those junctures are called nodes. And those nodes are, wherever they're oriented, it shows you the direction of your karma for this lifetime based on the karma that you accrued in your previous lifetime. So I think it's a good time for us to go ahead and get that basic astrology lesson so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so before we start talking about the nodes, I'll give you a quick down and dirty of a little bit of astrology and how everything is oriented before we go deeper. If you take a look at this picture here, it's a picture of the solar system, and the sun's in the middle. It's the big yellow ball, and the Earth is the planet with the spider web looking thing around it. And what is the spider web looking thing? The spider web looking thing represents the house system. There's 12 houses in astrology, and each house represents a different part of our lives. And I'll talk more about what the houses mean later. But if you look around the Earth, in each direction, there's planets in each direction around the Earth. And if you look at the spider web, each section of the spider web, I'm calling it a spider web, but each triangle of it, each section of it is oriented to a planet. And, the sun and the moon are considered planets. So whichever planet is, oriented and is directly in front of whichever respective section of the spider web, that's what house it's in. For example, you look at the red planet that's behind Earth. It's in front of a triangle, so it's in front of a certain house. If you look at the planet out by itself, I can't tell what it is. It's in front of one of the triangles, and if you look at the sun, you look at Mercury and Venus. They're all kind of close together, and they're usually always all pretty close together. But and they're all in certain houses. They're all in like the houses, like three houses together. They always stay pretty close together. So that's the house system. That's how it works. Oh yeah, and the signs are the constellations that surround all of this. So here's a close up of the Earth. Earth is the black ball, and the yellow ball circling around the Earth is of course the moon. And if you look at the red line is the Earth's orbit around the sun. And if you look around, if you look at the point where the moon's orbit intersects the Earth's orbit, those are called nodes. And you can read it here, the north node and the south node. The north node is the direction that we're going. It's this life now. The south node is the direction that we're coming from. And when we're born, at the exact moment we're born, the nodes are oriented to two opposing signs and also two opposing houses. Nodes are oriented into two opposing signs. So wherever the north node is pointing, the south node is pointing in the opposite direction. And the nodes change signs approximately every year and a half. So within that year and a half window, the people that were born in that window will be dealing with the same type of karma or a similar type of karma. The picture of the house system. You could think of the earth as being in the center of this. The moon circles the earth, so the moon goes through these houses in its revolution around the earth over a monthly basis. And the earth circles around the sun. So as the earth circles around the sun moves through these houses from the perspective of us being here on earth. And also, as the earth moves around the sun, the signs shift through these houses from the perspective of us here on earth. So each one of these houses represent a different part of our lives. If you look at the first house, number one, the first house is us. And I'm going to be real general about this. And I don't have enough time to give an in-depth explanation for each. So it'll be real general. So the first house is about you, your personality, the outward things that show from you. It's you. And then the second house is what you own, what you possess, the things that what you value, the things that give you value. It's about valuables and owning things and feeling comfortable and security. And the third house is like your immediate environment. It's about socializing. It's about mingling with people, being in touch with people, and just knowing what's going on, being a people's person. And then the fourth house is like your home. It could be your physical home, or it could be how you feel inside, your deep emotional feelings. And then your fifth house. Your fifth house is wanting recognition, the things you do for fun, romance, things that make you feel good, things that make you proud of yourself. And then you have the sixth house. The sixth house is work, routines. It's your health. It's about focusing on the details of life and analyzing everything. And then your seventh house. The seventh house is about harmony, balance, keeping everything fair. It's about partnerships. It's about one-on-one relationships. And then your eighth house. Your eighth house is it's about the things you share. We share with one another, like really important things we share with one another, such as taxes. Taxes is a shared thing. Um, it's about death. It's about inheritances. It's about secrets, deep secrets. And it's about deep having deep trust in someone. It's those deep things within us. And then the ninth house. Ninth house is about understanding the bigger picture of life. It could be philosophy, it could be religion, it could be travel, it could be education, anything that helps you understand, that the world is way bigger than just your neighborhood. And then you have the 10th house. 10th house is about reputation. It's about how people see you, how you're known, what people know you as. And then you have the 11th house. The 11th house is about your friends. It's about community. It's about networking, reaching out to people. It's about everyone. It's about not leaving anyone out, really, that type of thing. And then the 12th house. The 12th house is like a finalization. It's like a consolidation house. It's a place where you go to heal and recover from everything and to get ready to start over with something new. It's about spirituality. It's about a place of sanctuary. Think of like a hospital, a mental institution, um, a prison. Places like this, a retreat. Things we do to get away and things we do to recover from everything. And it's also about sacrifice. Here's the house system again, but this time I have the signs in the houses, and this is just an example. The signs constantly shift through the houses. The signs are on the outside of everything, so it's not really in the houses. It's just outside of the houses, and it's actually facing a house at any given time, and the signs are constantly shifting as the Earth moves around the sun. And when I say shift, I mean, that they're not actually moving, but as the earth moves, from the perspective of the earth, it looks like the signs are shifting and moving through the houses. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about what each sign means. You're going to have a sign in your house. So whatever sign, the houses tell you like the part of your life, the sign's going to tell you like the nature of that part of your life. So I guess here I'm going to explain and talk about what each sign represents, what type of nature each sign represents. And I'll start with Aries, the sign of Aries. And if you look here, Aries is in the first house here. And, I guess the reason why they put it in the first house for this diagram is because Aries corresponds to the first house. And each of these signs, they correspond to the house that you see them in here. So Aries is like being born. It's like a get up and go, take charge type of person. It's the beginning. It's like a new start to everything. It's about really taking control and being assertive, that type of thing. And it's in the first house here. And the first house kind of represents that. It's about being self-focused, self-centered. And that's Aries. That's the type of energy of Aries. And then you have next, Taurus. Taurus is about resources. It's about making sure that you have everything that you need and everything that you need to be comfortable. It's about that type of thing. The keyword resources. And then next you have Gemini. Gemini is in the third house, and again, each of these Gemini kind of coincides with the third house. Third house is about being social in your immediate environment. Gemini is that. It's about being social. It's about being communicative. It's about learning and knowing a lot about your immediate environment and everything around you. It's about talking to people and learning. And then you have Cancer. And Cancer, it's similar to the fourth house also, just like all of these. They all are similar to the house that they're in. Cancer is about feeling really comfortable where you are and feeling really comfortable inside. It's about like that nostalgia and those good old feelings, and never forgetting anything, and just feeling good, feeling comfortable inside, home, family, that type of thing with Cancer. And then Leo. Leo is about feeling proud of yourself, uh, having fun, uh, being happy, doing things that you love to do, getting recognized for what you've done. Say, hey, look at me. Look what I did. That type of thing. Like children. Children's a very Leo type of thing. And then you have the next one is Virgo, the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is about your work. It's about doing your work, being proud of your work, paying attention to the details of your work. It's about your keep maintaining your health, your routines, being perfect, doing everything right, making sure it's good, make sure it's right. And then Libra, the sign of Libra. Libra is about harmony, balance. Is this just? Is this fair? Equality, treating everyone right, treating everyone the same. Respecting others and treating them as you would treat yourself. Libra. And then Scorpio. Scorpio is about those deep down important feelings that we have with one another that we don't really show outwardly too much, but it's always there. It's really important. It's about having that deep trust. And Scorpio is associated with sex. Sex is a highly intimate thing. You have to really get a deep trust with someone, and it's tied to taxes. Taxes is a intimate thing too. Everyone pays taxes together. It's something that we share all together. And Scorpio is about those deep secrets, and about really trusting and really digging down deep when you need to, type of thing. And then after we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about having experiences in life that teach you that how big life is, how grand life is, and that life isn't just what's right in front of you, but there's so much more. And just understanding the big picture. And I guess with Sagittarius, the key word is experience. I need to see this for myself so I can understand and internalize what's going on. And then Capricorn. It's about structure, control, rules, making sure that everything is it's secure, and everything is we have what we need, and everything's safe. It's about safety, security, structure. And again, it's in the career house. It's in the 10th house. It's related to the 10th house, and it's about that type of thing, about our reputation, career, work, structure, rules, this type of thing. And then Aquarius. Aquarius is about our friendships. It's about connecting with everyone. Think of the internet. Think of community. I guess you can think of like politics, and just making sure everyone's okay. It's a social sign, but it's not intimate social. It's social in that you connect with the people, but it's not one-on-one connections with the people, really. And then lastly, we have Pisces. Pisces is about sacrifice. It's about letting go of things that are that can no longer help us anymore. It's about retreats. It's about finding the end of things, things finishing, things being over. It's about just letting go, and it's about being sensitive, and really feeling and understanding everything, having a deep understanding of everyone and everything, and understand that whole big picture concept altogether, everything. Life, and make it make more sense for you. I'll share my own experience with looking into my past life, and checking for the direction of my present life. Now, when I looked into mine, the first thing you want to do is you want you want to check your birth data, and you can easily do this on the internet. It takes like 2 minutes, and find your north and your south node. Remember, the south node is your past life, where you're coming from, and the north node is your present life, where you're going, your destiny. After you do that, you find out, if you want to know like which part of your life was the focus, you check the house. So for me, the house of my south node, my past life, was the first house. And the first house is about yourself. It's very self-focused. It's about yourself, your personality, your physical body, the actual just you. So that tells me that in my past life, I was self-centered for some reason. The focus was on me. And, it could be good, it could be bad. I would have to look even deeper at more details of my birth chart and information like that to really get the down and dirty on that. But I was the focus of my past life. And in order to know the nature of my self focus in my past life, I would have to look for the sign. And in my first house, my rising sign is Aquarius, and Pisces is the other sign that's in my first house. But the node goes through the sign of Aquarius in my first house. And what's Aquarius like? What was the nature of my self focus? So you got to understand what Aquarius is like. Aquarius is very unique. It's unique. It's group oriented, but it's not personal. It's kind of like, the internet. The internet is it brings us together, but it's really impersonal, because there's no real intimacy on the internet. The internet, you can you know the other person's there, but you don't really know what's going on with them, really. It's kind of you only see the face that they show you. You don't see the real them. So Aquarius is related to that type of thing, and Aquarius is about being the unique you. So that was the nature of my past life. So I was self-driven, self-focused, and I was very Aquarian. So if I think about it, maybe I was kind of maybe an outcast, or very different from other people. Didn't really care what other people thought or whatever. Self-centered in that type of way, and yeah. So that was my past life, and does that apply to me now? Does that come natural to me now? Does it resonate with me now? Yeah, kind of. To be honest, I looked at it and took a real deep, close look into myself, and it's kind of true. Like if I look at life and things I've done, and the way everything has been going, my life has been a lot about myself, and I'm not saying it's a negative thing or a bad thing. Really, no judgment. I've just been doing myself. I've been doing me. And so that's my south node. South node is past life. So it's a general past life for me. So what about my present life? The direction of my present life. Well, so the first house is here. So directly across from the first house is the seventh house. And remember, the first house is about yourself. So the seventh house is about other people. So the focus of this life for me is other people. I have to focus on other people. And remember, this is self and this is other people, but one-on-one relationships. So it's intimate. It's intimate. And so yeah, in this life, the focus is other people. After I guess strengthen my one-on-one relationships with people, and really focus on other people, my one-on-one relationships. And the sign that's in my seventh house is Leo, because Aquarius is directly across from Leo, and also Leo is the opposite sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is like it's about the people. It's people-oriented sign. But Leo is a selfish sign. It's a self-centered sign. And Leo is about feeling recognized and feeling proud of what you do, and doing things that are fun. And things that make you stand out from everyone else. So my seventh house is my seventh house. You know, if I want to look at it and put the information together, the life focus for me in this lifetime is other people. And since Leo is there, I guess making other people feel really special. Like not treating them like just a regular person, but really treating them special and making them feel special. And by doing this, by focusing on this in this lifetime for myself, it will open up lots of doors for me throughout the rest of my life. So, you know, that's how you do it. You get the information and you kind of put it together and you think about yourself and your own situation and see how it fits and see how it makes sense. And it'll give you a lot of the answers that you seek. Where do you go with this information now? Where do you take this now? Well, now that you have a general knowledge of who you were and who you're becoming, now you can, there's some things, some spiritual things that you could do to really look deeper into this information. You can do some spiritual practices like meditation. You can I like to consort with the sun, talk to the sun. You can sun gaze. You can check your dreams, look into your dreams. Dreams is an excellent place to look for guidance and answers. You can check the Akashic records. There's so many ways to look inside of yourself and find more answers. But this is a great start, and I hope that you liked this video and took some things from it and found it interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and browse my channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much again. I'm out. Take care.